What's up, everybody? Thanks for tuning in to Office Born and Stayed. If you haven't already, follow Office of the Day with Mark Anthony on all platforms. Again, today is a special day. Our guest of today is Mr. Marco Alcala, CEO of Alcala Consulting. Been in business for over 26 years and counting. Based in Pasadena, California. Go ahead and introduce yourself.
Thank you, Mark Anthony. Happy to be here. As you mentioned, I'm the CEO of Volcano Consulting. We're a leading managed IT services provider based in Pasadena, California. We do the IT support and security for our clients. Effectively, we become their IT department.
Okay, so today the topic is cybersecurity insurance in retrospect. My first question I have for you today is why is it so challenging to get cybersecurity insurance in 2022?
Well, as you probably heard, there's a lot of ransomware attacks going on. Last year it was pretty bad because the amount of losses the insurance carriers suffered approached 70% of their covered insureds. So with loss ratios of 70%, they can't make money in that business, and so they're not in the business of losing money. So what's happening, cyber insurance policies are doubling in price. You know, some people got an increase of 50%, other people got an increase of 100%.
Right.
So, and some carriers are not even covering ransomware anymore. In order to get policy renewed, you need to have certain cybersecurity controls in place. Otherwise, the carrier is not going to insure you.
Okay, very informative. What can a business do to improve its chances of getting cybersecurity in 2022?
At the very minimum, they can do 10 things. The first thing they got to do is they have to conduct a yearly cybersecurity awareness training for their employees, so they're able to recognize the scams that cyber criminals are conducting. They need to encrypt all of their data so that, for instance, if a laptop or a mobile device gets lost, the data in it is encrypted and it doesn't become a data breach. The third thing that we recommend that clients do to be able to renew their policy is to enable multi-factor authentication. So Absolutely. They need to have multi-factor authentication turned on for their email in the cloud. Also, they need to have multi-factor authentication for all the administrator accounts. And for all the remote users that are working from home and connecting to file servers in the office, they need to have multi-factor authentication. The fourth thing that they should do is to have data backups in place, and they should be tested, and they should be part of a disaster recovery plan. I mentioned that the remote users should have multi-factor authentication turned on.
Right.
So the insurers want to see that remote access is secure, okay? You need to have a business continuity plan in place, and that business continuity plan should specify the number of days that's going to take you to get back into business if you're hit by a ransomware attack or some other attack that, you know, destroys your data. How long is it going to take for you to restore the data from backup, how often you're testing your backups, how often you conduct a disaster recovery drill, and so on. The next thing that insurance companies are going to want you to do is to have 24/7 detection of cybersecurity incidents in your IT infrastructure. So that means that a security operations center should be looking at your network to make sure that if there's an incident, that you respond to it right away.
All the time.
All the time, 24/7. They also want to see a vulnerability management program so that as new vulnerabilities are discovered, they get addressed within your network, reducing the likelihood of somebody exploiting a zero-day attack. And they want to see that there's advanced endpoint protection software on all of the computers that can detect ransomware attacks and fileless attacks and things like that, based on the behavior of the software, not on signatures like the old antivirus programs used to do. And finally, they want to see an information governance program where there's policies on how you're going to capture data, how you're going to use it, how you're going to distribute it, and how you're going to dispose of it once you're done with it. So that's a pretty good start on getting ready to qualify for a cyber insurance renewal.
Remember, you guys, 24/7 is so important because these ransomware attacks, ordainedly, in retrospect, they attack you when you're most vulnerable. So holidays, when you're asleep, that's why you want to have that, right? So you cover your ASS at all times, not when.
Yeah, they like to launch the attacks on a Friday night or on a holiday weekend because they know that nobody's going to be working, nobody's going to be watching. And it allows them to penetrate different systems and move laterally and set up the attack so that all the computers get encrypted at the same time. That's why the insurance companies want you to have 24/7 detection.
Absolutely. So how can our viewers contact you in the help of implementing these services, especially because we both know, and you guys should know too by now, if you guys are watching this video, how valuable and how important this is for your business.
Yes, we have 3 easy ways that you can contact us. Number 1, you can call 626-449-5549. That number again, 626-449-5549. Number 2, you can visit our website, alcalaconsulting.com. That's ALCALA consulting.com. And number 3, you can send an email at info@alcalaconsulting.com.
Got you. I'll leave all the description here down below. Thank you guys for tuning in. We do appreciate you. And again, we're here to help and serve you. There's nothing wrong with go ahead and getting a complimentary consultation by the man himself. Very informative. He's been doing this for longer than you've probably been alive in most cases if you're a millennial. But thank you guys, and we'll talk to you soon. Tune in for the next episode, which will probably be in the next couple minutes here. Thank you.